Alright, so I'm going to show you how to clean off the corrosion on the battery terminals. You can see this kind of like bluish white green buildup on both of the terminals. Especially in the winter, this can make it harder for the car to start, and it's just not good to have that kind of corrosion on your battery, so you want to clean it up as soon as you can. So what you need is, I have just a 10mm wrench to loosen the terminals off, and then some baking soda in water. So I use a cup of warm water with about a tablespoon or a little more of baking soda, and then I have an old toothbrush as well, and then I just use to scrub. And then after, you'll probably want to rinse it down with some water, so I have a garden hose available. But we'll just start by loosening off the battery terminals here. It's pretty simple. And another thing, you want to start with the negative terminal first. That way, if you ever are loosening things and you accidentally touch a ground, you're not going to arc you're not going to create sparks with your wrench if you have your ground disconnected first, as opposed to your positive. So ground, so the black one would come off first and it goes on last. Okay, so there's both of my terminals off. They can be a little tricky to get off. You just want to try and tuck them out of the way if you can for now. Just tuck them under that hose there. And then now I'm going to just try and brush as much off as I can, and I'll use my baking soda and water. So now I have my old toothbrush and a cup full of baking soda and water, so I'll just stir that up a little bit. Sometimes the corrosion will be a little different. Like in this one here, it just kind of brushed off, but another one I did earlier this year required the baking soda to kind of break it down. But it doesn't hurt. It's just good practice, good maintenance item to clean this off. Especially before winter, you want your battery to be have the best fighting chance it can over winter. And as well as the terminals on the battery, you also want to clean the connectors. And it will make a little bit of a mess, so that's why I usually just have like a garden hose and just rinse it off a little bit. So I'll do that now. And now that that's all washed off, we can just go ahead and reconnect. I am going to draw a little bit of water up just because. Okay, now we can go ahead and reconnect the battery terminals. So we'll do the positive first. It'll just sit on there. You want to just make sure it's right down flush with the battery as far as you can go. And then we'll grab our little 10mm wrench and we'll just tighten that back up. Doesn't need to be over tight, just as long as the connector's good and snug on there and it doesn't turn on the terminal. Doesn't wiggle. So like that, and then you can see if you grab it, it doesn't move back and forth at all. So just make sure it's good and snug, just like that. And then we can go ahead and throw the negative terminal back on. Just like that, the same thing. You want to push it down flat as you can to the battery. And we'll just tighten it up as well. Just like that, and you can see it doesn't wiggle either, so it's good to go. You can leave it how it is now, or I'm going to add some battery protectant. It's just like an aerosol can you can spray, and it just helps to prevent that corrosion in the future. So I'll just spray that on quick here. And there you go. That's how you clean a battery in a car. It's pretty simple. Should only take 5 to 10 minutes. It's a good maintenance item to check, especially before winter. I'm doing a whole bunch of winter prep to this car here, so if there's any other items you would like to see, drop a comment down below. Thanks for watching.